What's up guys, it's your boy Rue and we are back for another Trails of Cold Steel video. And in this one we are headed to Bareahard, starting the second field study. So as you can see, we've got Machias and Eustace in the same group. We are headed to Bareahard, the main city where it's where the House Albarea is located. There's gonna be a bunch of nobles that live around that area. It's in the heart of the Crucian province. And we're headed there with the son of the Imperial Governor. Sounds like a great idea. Sounds like a great idea if you ask me, right? So obviously nothing good's gonna come from this trip. It's probably gonna be a disaster from the moment we step in there. I'm expecting it to be a disaster the moment we step in there. Nothing but chaos, nothing but problems, and I'm here for it. Machias is about to lose his mind like every 2 seconds with all the nobles there. It's gonna be noble this, noble that. You know what I'm saying? Finally get a little bit of backstory into Eustace, how his current state of mind and his current character kind of got formulated. And this is also will be our first look into Fee and Emma as well in this game. So this will be an interesting trip for sure, to say the least. Totally different dynamic from the first field study. Because even though we had issues with Laura, that's more like, you know, it's not like that big of issues. And we already overcame our things with Elisa, and Elliot was already our homeboy from the beginning. So this trip will have a whole different dynamic to it. Alright, let's find out about Bareahard. I swear though, it is true that this guy sometimes, especially in the beginning, he purposely be messing with Machias. Like, look at this guy. This is totally unnecessary. I mean, obviously, you clearly do. Oh, dang, shots fired. Shots fired. Way to... Damn, Eustace, chill, bro. Chill out. Yo, yeah? Dude, I'm telling you, like, dude, they're still like this even after Sarah gave him that beatdown. Like, dude, Sarah beat them down, like, without even trying, and they're gonna still act the same way. Rean, you gotta be tough, man. None of that goody-goody act. Being nice ain't gonna work with them. Like, even Emma's like, what? Rean? In E? What? In E is so bad. Like, they did so bad, they didn't even get an F. They got an E. So Rean is trying to give it a shot to get them to work together. So the way he's doing it is to, like, kind of like attack their egos in a way, because remember, Machias, you know, he's all about them grades. So he used the grades as a way to get him motivated, and Eustace does not like losing to anyone. Noble, commoner, it don't matter. It was a nice speech, Rean, but it's all on deaf ears, because it's not going to mean anything in the heart of combat, right? Because when you're in combat, the real personalities come through, right? You can't just fake, like, camaraderie or togetherness. That's why in sports teams, if you have two players that argue and don't meet each other, that'll cause problems for the whole team. Because it's all well and good in practice, you can fake it through practice, but once you get into that real heat of the battle, that real life, that real stuff, that's when the real personalities come through. And all of the frustrations will come out. Yo, y'all got your asses whooped. Rean more than catches up later, way more than catches up, but from my opinion, I don't think Eustace and Machias ever get to Sarah's level. Even later on. Eustace maybe, in a sense. That's the other thing too. That's why I feel like she levels off so much. It's because once they gain more experience, once they level up, they Rean, Laura, Bart surpass her. But Machias is always more of an intellectual. Once he gets we're passing through Celtic. Oh yeah, that's right. What am I saying? Celtic is in Crucian province. Obviously, we passed through there. So this is about a month after the Celtic field study. So let's keep that in mind too. At the back of our minds, at least. Serene, making it into a competition, trying to get these two to work together, even if it's not gonna be ideal. See? Told you. Literally lasts for about an hour before they start again. That's pretty funny. The fact that this is a significant improvement is kind of depressing. Can you imagine how much of a problem they were in that previous field study? I really wish we got to see that. That would have been so dope to see the other group's field studies. Even if it's just a quick little glimpse, I would have been there for that. Alright, let's find out about Bareahard. I wouldn't necessarily call it the capital, but because it's not really, but it's the center of Crucian province, and the Albarea household is located there. Their gigantic mansion, their insanely huge mansion that serves no purpose whatsoever, but just to show off their money. What's dope is that I forgot what the street is. Is it the Noble Street or something where they have all those shops? Artisan Street, that's what I was talking about. Artisan Street. I believe that's the accessory shop. Super expensive. Don't talk bad about the nobles. Yeah, it's the city of nobles. I think there's literally no commoners there, if I'm not mistaken. It's actually a city of nobles. And they revere Duke Albarea for whatever reason. I say brainwashing, because it doesn't make any sense to me. Let's not forget about the Provincial City Army. They're about to rear its head again. I mean, cause Eustace is fairly objective. Like, he's not that biased. Unless you fancy becoming very friendly with the provincial army, huh? No, you can't. You literally can't. You have no control of your mouth whatsoever. Alright, so I'm gonna play Blade with everyone to get that Linky XP, and then I'll be right back. Actually, never mind. I'll figure it out in the edits to put it in the correct order. So let's just move on with this conversation. Guy has probably told her that he believes Rean could get them to work together. Yeah. Oh, she heard that. Never mind. He is Mr. Leader. In the beginning, Eustace is a very interesting character for sure. Alright, let's see what Fee has to say next. In the beginning of this series, the Trails of Cold Steels, the Cold Steel series specifically, Fee is not really that much on words. Okay. In terms of what? I forget that Fee actually knew Sarah from the beginning. Oh, she had quite the regiment, alright. Quite the regiment. Called Life. Her life. One of the reasons I like her as a character is her backstory. You would think someone that easygoing doesn't have that kind of backstory, which makes it even more impactful. Yeah, so she really wasn't that much for words, I thought so. I'm gonna save Machias the prick for last, and I'm gonna talk to Eustace. You'll be surprised. You'll be very surprised to see how much actually does change. Unfortunately or fortunately. Like Patrick, for example. Alright, let's see what he's got to say. Save the prick for last. Like, I can't... Like, how does this guy not let that go? Like, dude. Oh my goodness. Why would you thank him? Like, that's nothing to thank him for. Literally no reason to thank him. Dude's just being annoying. That's why you're going to sit at the back of the party. You're punished. You're on a timeout, Machias. What the hell? Gunari region? Is that like the fields? Kaldik's outside view was far better. Nice. Let's get this field study started. Let's do this thing. We have arrived. And first thing, yep. Already, Lord Eustace. So Bareahard is pretty much filled with typical like noble type treatment. Basically all the reasons why Machias has issues with nobles for the most part, like typical stereotypical behavior, I would say. That would be the way to describe it. This is gonna piss, yeah. If this was Patrick, he would have been like, oh la la. He would have been loving this attention. An even greater welcome, yeah. Yeah, Reese is gonna be hella annoyed by this. Oh, here we go. Here is the man himself. Lord Rufus Albarea. This man. Now, if you haven't played Hajimari, I suggest you skip about 30 seconds from what I'm about to say right here, because there's gonna be spoilers. Well, not really spoilers, but it's a little bit spoiler. Now, this guy Rufus, his character is honestly done perfectly. From Cold Steel 1 to Cold Steel 2 to 3, 4, and then Hajimari no Kiseki, bro. His character is so good, man. Like the things he does in 4 is so unforgivable, but somehow, some way, Falcom finds a way to give him a redemption story. And his redemption story was so emotional. Oh my goodness, man. They did it, that was, oh. I really like how they did this character. Anyways, moving on. I forgot how his character model in this game looks so different. It's kind of insane. I can't believe he actually came here in person. Because this guy's a big deal. He's a big deal. I believe he's the one in candidate to become the next Duke, if I'm not mistaken. So now, oh, he knows for more reasons than one. Which I'll get into after this cutscene, but I don't think it's because of the letters.
Rufus Albarea, Eustaceの兄にあたる。ま、恥ずかしがり屋の弟のことだ。私という兄がいることなど諸君には伝えていないだろうがね。兄上。
He's not making it any better. Look at Fee with her little smug smile.
Sate, 立ち話もなんだ。このまま諸君の宿泊場所まで案内させてもらおうか。 兄上、まさか。外に車を止めてある。改めてようこそ翡翠のコートバリアハートへ。歓迎させてもらうよ、士官学院7組の諸君。
I personally think he looks a lot better with his short hair. The short hair when he cuts it in Hajimari, he looks way better like that. So now, the thought I was having, if I'm not mistaken, currently at this moment, so one thing we know for sure is that he does sit on the board of Thor's, so he has some indirect involvement in Class 7's formation, but he's already a part of the Iron Blood as the Jade Rook, the leader of the Iron Blood crew under the Chancellor. Because if I'm not mistaken, he met the Chancellor at Ymir because he knows Rean's father. So I believe he's already met the Chancellor Osborne at this point.
なるほど。今回の実習の課題を。
ああ、父の代理として私の方で一通り取り揃えた。
His father probably wanted to have nothing to do with this.
まずは
Let's
受
be
け取りた
honest.
まえ。
Like his father's literally like the most crappiest. Like oh, I hate that guy. The hate I have for that guy is boundless. It's far worse than any negative emotions I had about Rufus. Oh, we're already getting our field study envelope?
確かに。
しかしこれも女神の巡り合わせというものか。シュバルツァー教のご子息が私の弟の旧友となるとな。
Yeah, see, he already knows the Lord Schwartz of Rean's father, or at least his adoptive father. So that makes me think he's already had that specific meeting with the Chancellor. So I find that interesting. So that'll kind of be something to keep it in mind as we go through his actions in Cold Steel 1.
父をご存知なのですか？
ユミルの領主テオ・シュバルツァー男爵。その昔テート近郊で開かれた鷹狩りでご一緒させてもらった。その折に狩りの作法や心構えを一通り教わってね。
One thing's for sure, Rufus is the epitome of nobility. Whether he's like imitating or not is a different story though. But he definitely, like most noble people respect him the most. I feel like even more than the Duke himself.
もう10年前になるか。今も双剣でいらっしゃるのか？
はい。相変わらずの仮道楽ですが。
それは頂上。そしてそちらはレーグニッツ知事のご子息だな。
ええ、ご存知でしたか。
Bro, who doesn't know? Who in the noble faction does not know? Like, let's be honest.
最近テートの公式行事などで何度か顔を合わせていてね。立場の違いはあるが、いろいろと助言をしてもらっている。これも何かの縁だろう。今後とも弟をよろしく頼むよ。
So like this, I definitely don't think he's acting. Like his situation right now is kind of like, I feel like it's constantly teetering between a hidden agenda and how he really is.
それは。
Cause no, I'll just keep it moving. I'll just keep it moving. I don't want to talk too much about it because then I'll be, even though this is my replay, I don't want to get too much into like too much future content.
その前向きに検討させていただきます。
結構。そちらの可憐な諸君もよしなに。さぞ弟の学院生活に潤いを与えてくれているのだろうな。
So charismatic.
恐縮です。それほどでも。
兄上、俺のことはいいでしょ。それよりもまさか宿泊場所というのは。
愚問だな。我らの実家たる公爵家上官に決まっているだろう。
それは。
と言いたいところだが、好きにせよとの父上の言葉だ。町のホテルに部屋を用意させた。
So, at the beginning of this trip, the Duke Albarea, Eustace's father, literally wants to have no parts of this. It's a very important point. Let's keep that in mind as we move forward to the nonsense that's about to happen in this chapter.
その方が実習とやらに心置きなく集中できるだろう。
I don't remember most of the quests and events that happen here, but that one specific thing I do.
ねえ、正直助かります。
So, like, you can kind of see that Eustace doesn't really want to go there. Yeah, he doesn't really want to go there. He probably doesn't want to introduce them to him, or like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't want him to meet that guy, that person.
さて、短い間だったが、楽しい時間もそろそろ終わりだ。
Plus, Eustace and his father are never really on the best of terms, probably because of Eustace's blood. Because remember, he said that. Remember, I'm pretty sure I added it in one of the previous parts. That one of the hidden conversations at the dorm between Eustace and Rean was that that Eustace said that he's similar to him. Essentially, I'm paraphrasing.
諸君の宿が見えてきたぞ。
But yeah, Eustace is actually very similar to Rean in a way. But even though not really, because Rean technically isn't like... Technically, Rean isn't nobility in any sense of the like in any sense of the word. Because even though he is Rean Schwarzer and the son of the Lord Schwarzer, he's not actually his son, he's adopted. And the Duke Albarea is actually Eustace's father. That in itself is a huge difference. He has business in Heimdall, the capital of Erebonia. Interesting. Rufus Albarea. That's how I say the last name. If I'm saying it wrong, it is what it is. I like pronouncing it that way with that little. It gives it a little bit more intensity to it. You feel me? Rather than just Albarea, like quick Albarea. You feel like it's like gives it a little bit more emphasis, like some umph. They say he's the ace of the noble faction, but is he though? Is he the ace, really? The role of cute little brother, Fee is loving it. That's an interesting remark. I wonder what he meant by that. You can definitely start to see the little seeds of the dysfunction within the Albarea family. V is so excited for this. It's kind of cute. Yeah, everyone is super formal with him. I don't know if it's literally just because noble talk or because he's specifically the son of the Duke. It could be either one. Individual rooms? Jeez. Yeah, Eustace is super set. Like, Eustace is super intent on making sure they treat him like normally. Like, with no special privileges. Let's do it. Let's open up that envelope. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. I mean, we kind of just got here. Okay, so we got 2 required and 1 unrequired. Bath salts. Look at this fancy ass people. Well, I can't even say fancy because I think a lot of average people actually do use bath salts. I've never used it in my entire life. I don't really understand the point of it. Although I myself am not really a bath person, I like doing saunas more, personally. Like the steam rooms. Steam rooms feel a lot better to me. What was this again? Precious stone. I believe that's the one where we had to find a Tyrad tier or something like that. And then a monster. Oh, was it a Dryad tier? Was that what it was called? I believe that's what it's called. We'll find out. We'll find out. This monster is probably going to be a little bit of a problem, if I'm being honest. It depends on what Eustace's crafts currently are. So it was built during the Middle Ages. Which I believe the Middle Ages is after the Dark Ages. So it's the Great Collapse, that which was like 15,000 years or some number like that. Then it's the Dark Age, and then I guess Middle Age is probably sometime in between the Dark Age and the current era is what I'm assuming. I'll double check the timeline on the wiki. Let's do it. Sounds good to me. Alright, first things first. I want to switch Rean with Eustace. Because we're in Bareahard, so I gotta use my guy right here. Second, what crafts do they have? Dude, Rean now having Flame Slash? Ooh, so good. Now, so she only has Serene Blessing and Detector. So Serene Blessing, which is only... In this game, Serene Blessing is only single targeting. Which is a huge restriction, but it's better than nothing. B has an S-craft, good to know. And she has Impede. Okay, so Eustace does not have his support craft. What do these folk have to say? Oh, tourist? Yeah, for people that are like tourists, this place probably seems pretty crazy because of how different it looks compared to the other places. Now, let's go pay someone a visit here. A certain relative of Eustace's. A certain relative of Eustace. That's kind of insane. That this place pales in comparison to like a noble restaurant. Like, that's kind of crazy. He's excited to meet his uncle, man. I mean, not meet, like to see. I don't know why he said meet, like he's seeing him for the first time. They're only classmates. So if I remember his background correctly, this guy is his uncle through his mom. Alright. So I can't... So this restaurant is not a healing option. Or is it? Kind of refreshing that he's talking to him like a regular kid, you know? Even though he does address him as Lord Eustace. Yeah, so this place is not a heal. Let's talk to this noble and see what he wants. I think he's the guy that wants the bath salts, if I'm not mistaken. Absolutely ludicrous. Like, they're literally, like, we're literally here to, like, take on their request, take on this guy's request, and they're just having a regular ass conversation, like, just ignoring us. Like, can you just... Yeah, like, Rean's pissed off too. I'm extremely annoyed. Like, look, dude. We interrupt your conversation, bruh. We're here to do your quest, man. Can you just give us what you want? Like, give us what you're freaking... Like, jeez, just tell us the details already. Yep. The second they see Eustace, they change their attitude 360 real quick. I had no idea you were here with these commoners. So this is the... So even though I do consider Machias to be a prick, it's only because he doesn't take into consideration that all nobles aren't the same. But for these type of nobles, I fully agree with him. Like, this is ridiculous. Why couldn't he just stand where they could see him? Pink salt. Let me guess, he's gonna be like, oh, I can't do it, never mind. I mean, if it's too difficult, you don't have to do it. Yep, exactly. Look at this, look at this, look at this nonsense, bro. Ah, so this is probably, we get it on the way to the, Aurochs Fort is what I'm assuming this is. Yeah. So that's just gonna be like a quest that we do on the way to Aurochs Fort. Convenient. Dang it. I keep accidentally pressing the L1 button. So now this street is dope. I find this street to be pretty dope. Like, You got a jewelry store here. You've got the factory where we can do orbments and quartz. You got a tailor for that armor. You got I believe this is a cafe. Did I just pass it? I might have just passed it. Yeah, the cafe right here. So this should be the inn. This should be a heal. So this is a healing option for us. Anyways, so we can already kind of see how much different this place is compared to Celtic. And even Trista for that matter. And there's a guard. So I've been recording for about an hour now, so pretty close to an hour, so I'm gonna end things here. We finally reached the Crucian, the hearts of the Crucian province. The Bareahard, the city of Eustace Albaria's home place. So that's next time we'll start doing more of the quests, kind of get to the thick of the field study. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great day, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.